everyone. This is Shannon from Nightmarish Conjurings, and I am here with John Murdy and Chris Williams from Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
I am good, thank you. We actually just moved here yesterday from New Jersey, so...
Really? That's terrifying in and of itself. But there's a weird New Jersey connection in Halloween, by the way, and I forgot to mention this in today's panel. Deborah Hill,
Yes.
who is the co-writer and producer of Halloween, is from Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Oh, that's right.
And that's where the name Haddonfield comes from. So there you go.
All right. So I'm an avid Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. This will be my 5th year going. I have never been to Hollywood. So for the people that haven't been, what would you say the biggest difference is between Orlando and Hollywood?
Probably like the connection to the movie studio out
Yeah.
here, because we have this product called the Terror Tram, where we take guests to the world famous, Universal Studios backlot that's been around for over 100 years, and we let them off the tram. It's the only time of the year we ever do this, and they get to walk through some of the most iconic sets in movie history and horror history. The real Psycho House, and it is the real house from Hitchcock's film. The set from War of the Worlds, the plane crash set. That's just something you can't do anywhere else in the world.
Yeah. Right.
And you could do it at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
And what do you think the biggest difference between, because Halloween was one of their big houses last year, and now Halloween is going to be here. So what do you think, how will you differentiate between?
We collaborate all the time. Mike Aiello, the creative director of Orlando, is a good friend of Chris and I's. We actually hooked him up with Halloween last year because Chris and I had done it in 2009.
Right.
So we sent Mike, here you go, here's all our files, here's all our videos, here's all the set designs. And of course, they make their own maze as well because the parks are different, which I think personally is one of the cool things about the East Coast and West Coast versions of Horror Nights. I like the fact that you might go there and you see something different than you see here, even if it's the same maze.
Yeah, our facilities are different.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
different shape. So our flows of our mazers are different, actually.
Yeah, I haven't been to Universal here yet. I've never been. This will be my first. I'm going back to back. I'm going to you guys', then I'm going
So the
there.
maze they did last year in Orlando was not exactly the maze we did in 2009.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The maze we're doing this year isn't exactly what they did last
not
year.
quite.
So they're all a little bit different. And but we, as you know, the two creative teams meet a lot, and we collaborate back and forth. And sometimes we join forces on properties.
Yes.
Sometimes, like with American Werewolf from London, they hooked us up with John Landis.
Yep.
With Halloween, we hooked him up with Halloween and many other films over the years. So it's a cool collaboration over the years, working with all the parks.
I'll be honest, I was super won over by the announcement for Crimson Peak. I am beyond excited. Is there, out of the ones that you've announced so far, what are you most looking forward to having the fans go into?
I think that one's the biggest challenge because if you know Guillermo del Toro's films, they are incredibly detailed, and there's a style unto itself. You could look at even the sets, and you can go, that's a Guillermo del Toro film.
Yes.
So for the designer, the art director, that is a huge challenge.
No, it's a big challenge. This is a big challenge. I mean, if you see some of the commercials from this film, there's a lot of heavy visuals, and that's what he is.
Yeah.
He's a very
and
heavy
the creatures.
Yeah,
and
that's part of it too. But beyond the sets and the creatures and everything, he's so heavily visual, and it's just really bringing all of that to life. Actually, even the sets and the sets.
I think that's probably the biggest challenge this year.
It is.
I have two other questions.
Not all of them. I mean, I'm thrilled to bring back
and I'm really excited.
Thrilled to be doing Walking Dead again.
Yeah.
We have a long relationship with them.
Yes.
Of course, Halloween, and you'll be hearing more about the other things in the very near future.
And my last two questions are, what, out of all the houses you've done, what are your favorites?
Oh, Texas Chainsaw in 2008. We did that. And
7 and 8.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, 7 and
twice.
8 and
3 times
really
actually.
Good.
We did it a third time.
Yeah, we did.
But
do
different.
it for time. But back then, that was just really good. That was a big, in my mind, a big good turning point for us.
That was kind of like the moment that I kind of looked at Chris and said, we're on the map now.
Absolutely.
I think that particular maze.
Yeah.
But I don't have a personal favorite, but there's certain ones I'll always love. Halloween, when we did it in 2009, is way up on my list. Alien vs. Predator last year.
That's pretty
that
good,
giant 16-foot alien. American Werewolf in London last year. They all become your demented little children.
Yeah.
And, you kind of love them all equally.
Yeah. as a backstory, I'm an interior designer. I've done set design, so like that's why I've always been fascinated with Halloween Horror Nights. Do you think you'll ever do like a lights on tour that will let?
Or for the lucky gentleman who just won that trivia question
Where is
tonight.
he? Where is he? I want to be his fourth now.
He will be getting a lights on tour.
Yeah, because it's been one of the most fascinating things I've
I know
ever
exactly
seen.
what you're talking about. They do it in Orlando.
Yeah, it's
and
just.
I'd love to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, great, because it is so inspirational,
Yeah.
and I love all of your
Well,
everybody's
there's
work.
so much work on both coasts that goes into these mazes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when I see the work Chris does, and I get to, of course, see it in broad daylight, I always feel like, God, you know, there's so much detail. You could stand in a scene and spend hours in there.
It's
And so
amazing.
I hope one day we do have that
I hope
product,
that
'cause
would be
love to do it.
amazing.
I agree. Yeah, that would be good.
Well, thank you so much. I'm excited to go for my first time. I'm excited about the tram ride, and it's been such a pleasure and an honor to speak with you both.
Our pleasure.
So,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
For coming to Halloween Horror Nights.
Such a
Appreciate it.
pleasure. Thank you.